Hi. It has been a while since I last streamed, and I will get into that as we go through. But I want to let you guys know I'm sorry that it took so long. A lot of stuff came up. A lot of stuff came up, but we're back and we're here and we're playing Pokemon FireRed because I didn't expect this game to get re-released ever. Like, it just seemed like it was one of those games that would just fall into obscurity. Um, but then it did get re-released. So we're doing this now. So here we are, basically. This is what we're doing. Um, Now, as to what kind of run this is, I'll go into this as we go along, but it should be a pretty entertaining one from what I'm thinking. Hopefully, it'll work out to be entertaining, but if not, oh well, we tried. Yeah, it's good to be back. I miss doing this. I just haven't had the time, and I've been really busy. With a lot of like personal stuff and family stuff and things like that. But I won't go into too much detail. But I promise I have a good explanation for what's been going on. But anyway, yeah, I also thought it was a little weird. This wasn't going to be on the NSO, um, but they've confirmed that this is going to link up with Pokemon Home. So now you can transfer any Pokemon that are like very specific to this game or in Leaf Green over to Pokemon Home, which apparently also includes the Deoxys that you can now get. I guess the events like work now because they used to be like you have to go to like a specific like GameStop and then have your Wi-Fi thing enabled for it to work. But whatever. I have my own issues with this game. I have not played a ton of it, like a ton of this version, I should say. Like I have issues with the game as a whole, but I still enjoy it. But I do have issues with this version that have popped out. They're very minute. The game works, but we'll just see what happens when it happens. All right, everything. I'm gonna kind of skip through this dude's dialogue because we've all heard the whole like, "Oh, welcome! You're on your adventure now! Yay!" I hope that's in Scale of Darkness. I believe is in the GameCube NSO. Hopefully, it'll be compatible with that. I've got bad news for you. If you look at the very bottom text of that announcement, in the tiniest print imaginable, that you have to squint to look at, it says, "Unfortunately," and I quote, "Pokemon obtained in the XD Gale Darkness game cannot be brought to other Pokemon games. Pokemon obtained in other Pokemon games cannot be brought to Pokemon XD Gale Darkness." Why? Because I guess they didn't fucking feel like it. They absolutely could have. I've seen mods of much older Pokemon games where you are allowed to bring in Pokemon from those games to literally newer generation games in one way or another. It's complicated, but it is possible. So it is absolutely a technological feat they could do. They just chose not to do it because whatever. So that's unfortunate, which means basically, yet again, another GameCube feature that would have been awesome to use becomes completely unusable and useless. I normally like playing as the girl just because I think the girl like just looks better like aesthetically, and like in more recent, in the more recent games, they have more cosmetic options. But because this isn't really the case, and because the boy actually kind of looks like me, I'm gonna play as who we call Red, but I'll name him after me. My name's Jory. I bet you there's not that many people in the world named this. And yet, it's so easy for people to misspell, somehow. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you were both babies. What was his name now? Alright, so here is one of my issues with this version, alright? So, let's try to name him something inappropriate, Let's try to name him something like, I don't know, asshole, because he is an asshole. He's the first ever rival asshole. You click confirm. I'm pressing start here. You click the confirm button, and then it says, was it green? No. It was not green. So, if you put in any kind of offensive word or bad word or anything that they deem offensive, that unfortunately means that it's going to get censored and changed to green. So already we're off to a pretty bad start because even in like the older games you could name it whatever you wanted. And like you can't play on like there's literally no way to play online with this game. You can't even trade online. You have to be within communication distance, which is stupid. So this feature just seems completely irrelevant to me. Like, are they gonna do this with all the other things? Like, if I name my Pokemon like Butt Cheeks and XD, are they gonna like change that too? Whatever. Anyway, we'll have to give him an actual name. I guess we'll just name him Chat. I guess. A lot of people that stream Pokemon games apparently name their rival Chat, so I'll just name him that, I guess. That's right, I remember now, his name was Chat. And of course, unfortunately, the game begins at the slowest possible text speed. And for any of you youngins that are in here that have never seen this game before, you do not start with any kind of running animation or anything like that. You are walking everywhere, unfortunately. Thankfully, this game does keep you having the shift and set thing that they took out later games, so that's good at least. I'm going to make my frame red. I think that's nice. I like the way that it looks. Okay, and then we're going to save just to make sure that we have everything taken down. So yeah, this was my first ever mainline Pokemon game, but it wasn't exactly this one. My first mainline game was Leaf Green, which I know is weird because I've gone on record to say multiple times how my favorite color is red. It's always been red. But I picked Leaf Green. I don't know why. I guess just like, I think it's because FireRed looked more orange to me, and green is like my second favorite color, so I was like, yeah, this is, you know, I'll just do Leaf Green. And you do get some advantages playing Leaf Green, as you do getting some advantages playing in FireRed. You can talk to everyone if you want to. They don't really give you anything yet, so we might as well just go to the grass and get started. Hey, wait, don't go out! It's dangerous out there. We're all condensed in this one tiny little town with a population size of literally, like, 5 people. Looking up better exclusives. In some cases, yeah. In some cases. Okay. And now we got this asshole being like, whatever. Alright. I am going to do my best to get, like, a neutral nature, or at the very least, like, a decent-ish nature, for these Pokemon. Like, I'm not gonna try to farm for, like, for like a perfect nature, perfect IV thing, or a shiny or whatever. You know, if it's neutral or at least has some kind of benefit, I'm gonna take it. But if it doesn't, then I can just reset. Thankfully, you can do that from right here, so you don't have to worry too much. Hey, Larry, good to see you. Welcome in. Nope, we're not picking Bulbasaur. Alright. So, here's the gimmick of the run, everybody. And I didn't set this up on the chat bot because I've been busy, and I promise I'll get into why and what I've been up to later. But here's the rundown. What we're doing today is a rarity run. And I promise I'll set this up in the future so that a bot can, like, tell everyone, like, what the whole thing is. But for now, I'll post it in chat, and then I can make it, like, a pin message. Just so that, like, people know what's going on, and just so that it's there for clarity. So, here are the rules of this rarity run. First of all, I can only have Pokemon on my team under the following conditions. One is that any Pokemon that are gifted, I'm allowed to have. Any Pokemon that are traded, I'm allowed to have, including the Eevee that you get for free, or any other in-game trades, for that matter. Or, any Pokemon that you are forced to have an encounter with, like the Hypno on Berry Island, or the Snorlaxes that you run into later on. Those are all for grabs. Any other Pokemon had to be caught, and I can only catch Pokemon that have a 5% or less encounter rate. And I do intend on going on for some of the strongest Pokemon that you can get for this low rarity. And if you've played this game, or know Red and Blue or Kanto whatsoever, you probably know what I'm talking about. So Dunsparce? No. Dunsparce is not in this game, but if it was, I still wouldn't catch it, because it's fucking terrible. Now, there are a couple of exceptions to this, and I'll post them here as well. The first exception is if we run into a wild shiny. That basically never happens, but if it does happen, we take those, we're gonna take it. We're gonna add it to our team, we're gonna use it. The second is that I'm allowed to catch Pokemon for the sake of being HM slaves. So, like, I'm gonna get a Paris for the sake of being able to use Flash and Cut super early, but I can't use them in battle, even as, like, HP, like, I can't send them out as bait or anything like that. So, like, if I get down to my last guy, and it's Paris, then I lose, and I have to reset, basically. Second is that I'm allowed to catch Pokemon for the sole purpose of getting rewards from aids. Kind of use them in battle. I misspelled them, I apologize for that. But, yes, so you get certain rewards and access to the post-game from catching Pokemon and adding new Pokemon to your Pokedex. So I'm going to be doing my best to catch everything that I can, but the only Pokemon that I can actually use in battle, and that I can use for this playthrough, are Pokemon that have a 5% arrest rarity rate. So hopefully this will give us more things to do than just running around the grass for too long. But them's the breaks. And lastly, I'm allowed to catch Pokemon that I intend to trade to get another Pokemon. And I can use them in battle because, if you didn't know this, when you trade Pokemon in this game, the Pokemon that you get given back matches the level of the Pokemon that you traded to the other person. But I have to trade them as soon as humanly possible. So I do plan to catch, I'll just say in events, I plan to catch a Whirl, a Poliwhirl, that's what it was. I plan to catch a Poliwhirl, eventually. And I'll have to use it for a little bit to get it up in levels, but I do not plan to use it on my team. Clefairy go hard. I did, consider Clefairy, but I have a better idea, and I've used Clefairy pretty recently. I do have a team in mind and ready to go. It's just a matter of, when we get them. But I know what we're doing, and I know where basically all of them are. So, there's that. And I promise you, we will be going after one of the absolute rarest things. There is a Magikarp I can buy, yes. The only problem is that Magikarp in this game is fucking terrible. It's ass. Gyarados is terrible. Both of its stats basically don't do anything. You can give it Earthquake, which you only get one of, and that doesn't go until, later. I gotta turn that Donathon thing, too. I mean, we're technically doing it, but, I don't know. Leave Gary alone, it's big and stupid. Alright, so, for the purposes of my team and what I plan to do, we are going to be using Charmander. And also, I had a poll on my Discord, and there was a tie between Bulbasaur and Charmander, and I want Charmander, because I don't really like using Bulbasaur in single player. Until Gen 4, when it learns, actual decent Grass Stab. Alright, let's give it a name. DD Gyarados OU in this gen? Yeah, it's good competitively, but, in single player, it does, nothing. It gets Bite, which in this game is special, because the physical special split hadn't happened yet. Alright. Let me think about what I want to name. I'm going to open a window, actually. If anyone has any name suggestions, feel free to post them. Open a window, it's getting stuffy in here. Excuse me. You want to name it Chimichanga? I don't think that'll fit, but that's a decent idea. It takes a while to get really good. Intimidate helps a lot. I'm sure it does. I'm sure Intimidate's amazing. I know it's amazing. But it itself is it's a pain in the dick to raise. And I got another water type in mind anyway, so I don't want to do that. I just don't want to. Alright. What shall I name you? Crisp? Alright, screw it. Fine, I'll name him Crisp. I kinda like that, too. That's gonna be a pain in the ass to nickname every time we have to restart this thing for... You guys want to do Crisp? Is that better than Do you guys want that more than Chimichanga? I can do that. Very small name. I like Crisp. We'll name him Crisp. For anyone that didn't know, your starter will most likely be male. It's 87.5% chance of it being a male. And then the remaining percent is if it's possibly a female. Alright, it's a lax nature. I don't know what that is. I'm pretty sure that's not a good nature for, let me pull up the nature thing real quick. Chart Pokemon. Lax is plus defense minus special defense. You know what? That's fine. I don't care. It's not meant to be a tank anyway. It's fine. I'll deal. Alright, and now we're gonna save again really quick because we do have a rival battle coming up and I plan to win it. If I have to save Scum to win it, I will. Oh, Byron, did you see what, the issue we had with naming our pal Gary? You know why I named him Chat instead of something else like asshole or something? It's because this version of the game actually censors it. If you try to put in an inappropriate or offensive name, it says, oh, you meant Green, right? His name is Green? I tried, like, multiple different, like, names of, like... No, you can call him Gary, but you cannot call him, like an offensive word. So, like, you can't name him asshole, you can't name him fuck ass, you can't name him... I tried naming him Hitler as a joke when I was playing this on my own. You can't name him that either. You can't name him anything that's, like, anything that's bad. Which is kind of annoying, because one of the best things was being able to name him whatever you wanted. So now, not only are the Pokemon censored, now the trainers are censored. Which is just amazing. Anyway, this first fight's not too amazing. It's just mash A, the simulator, until you win, probably. Excuse me. I'm gonna drink while this is going on, because there's nothing going on but just mashing A. But yeah, I have a pretty interesting team planned out. That's better. Stupid kids game taking away all the... Realize Pikachu, my boy, is viable. That is true, it is viable. We may catch a Pikachu, we may not, I don't know. I do have a whole list. I meticulously went through Poke Earth, and I meticulously went through, like, all the Pokemon that are 5% or less, or are otherwise attainable via gift or whatever. And, yeah, I ran into that and I was like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Okay, now we can go. I actually think that if we go into here, we'll get a map from Gary's sister. Battle against Chad, I wish I'd seen it. Oh, no, it doesn't. That's not until we get back, I guess. Raiju's pretty useful. It's better than Gen 4 onwards, was still pretty good. Yeah, Pikachu's fine. Raiju's okay. I've used it in this game before. Alright, so we're just gonna kind of make our way through. I like to get my Pokemon up to level 10. But we're gonna have to walk back anyway, so there's no point in grinding now. We're gonna go to where we need to go, and then when we have to go back, we'll grind our guy to level 9, level 10, roughly. And that will let us, basically be ready for the next time we have to fight some stupid asshole Chad or whatever, whenever he comes by. This game's amazing. I love the graphics of the game, I love the polish, I love the music. Like, it's not like, I'll fully admit it's not like the best game ever. It has problems. I'm sure anyone that's watched Tamashi Hiroko's like whole thing on Gen 3 and these things in particular know why it's not great, but it's definitely not like a bad game in the slightest. Like, I would play this over Scarlet and Violet or Sword and Shield any day. Okay, we got Ember. This is also a generation where this is before you got like your type move early. Like, you have to level up a little bit before you could actually get it. I'm a little bit anal when it comes to moves. I like to order them in like whatever way I see fit. So that is that. Like having my main attacking move up the front, and then my strongest move down to the bottom right, usually. There are hidden items in this game, some of which can only be found with the item finder, which we do plan to get. The problem is that I don't know all the locations. I know some of them, but not all of them. But I do know the most important ones, which is what matters the most. But if anyone wants to tell me any hidden locations, I'm not against that, because there's literally nothing in this game that tells you. You know basically all the locations? Alright, cool, you can help me out then. How's the Gingham's Nuzlocke going? They actually just uploaded an episode today, believe it or not, after like a week. They got wiped like, I think like 3 times now, so... yeah. My order moves is stab attack, coverage move, stab status, other. Fair enough. And I mean, you know, I don't blame them for, you know, for struggling. Platinum's a hard fucking game. That's not an easy one to beat. Like, it's probably the hardest out of the old, ones, honestly, out of all the old ones. It's just because, like, not only is Cynthia the champion, and she's, like, the strongest thing Pokemon has ever created, ever. But just everything about the game is just really rough. Those Pokeballs at your wrist, you have Pokemon, don't you? Yeah, whatever. Alright, someone somewhere will probably give us something. I don't know who or where or what, but... someone will. It's on the blackboard. The blackboard will teach you all about the status conditions and everything. Platinum's Peak, okay, this might be a hot take. I don't really like Gen 4 that much. And that's not that I didn't have fun with it. I did, but, like, going back and replaying them, it's literally, like, it's like aging milk, honestly. It just feels so, like, it's so slow, and so many things take so much time. The HP bar especially, I know that's mean to death, but it's true. Oh, Grandpa, don't be so mean. I'm so sorry. He hasn't had his coffee yet. Absolutely forbid you from going over here. This is private property. In the original version, he's drunk and just, like, boozed out on the ground. So he will not move until he's had his coffee, which is basically just baby's first roadblock. You can't go this way. Mark, dude, no one gives you stuff here. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I'm looking. It's been a little bit since I played this. I'm looking around. I'm enjoying my environment. You're actually the one that teach me to go talk to everybody. Hey, you came from Palatown? That's right. You know Professor Oak, right? He's an older kid. Can I just take it to him? Here's Oak's parcel. Whatever the fuck that means. Gotta buy some potions. Yeah, alright. Maybe I'll buy some stuff later. I don't really feel like buying stuff right now. Lost my train of thought. But yeah, we're basically walking until, we have Pokeballs and we can start catching things. You know, like, how you can make a fresh pot of spaghetti while your HP bar depletes? Yeah, no, I'm not a huge fan of it. No, it takes forever. Oh, we could do other things while that happens. Yeah. I could play a better game, for example. Okay. Yeah, so the early game is kind of slow. You just you just mash A to win, not much strategy. It's not until, I'd say, after the first gym when you start, like, actually having to think about stuff. Like, do things. By the way, because this game started circulating on the internet, people have already found, like, some exploits that no one's really, like, thought of before. Where, like, you could go to the nugget bridge and then intentionally lose, and you keep the nugget that he gives you, and then he'll give you another nugget over and over and over again. So if you're patient enough, you could just, like, sit there and get, like, 33 nuggets and get, like, what is that? Like, I'm not good at math. I don't know what that'd be. Like $180,000 or something? I don't know. Alright, Oak, here's your fucking parcel. Or whatever. Oh, how's my old Pokemon? Seems to be growing more attached to you. Must be a talented as a Pokemon trainer. Is that you have something for me? Here's your parcel. Yay. Gen 4 lets me favorite in terms of music. The new mechanics and a lot of the mons are really cool to this day. Never has there ever been more perfect HM slate than Barrel. That is true. Like, Gen 4 has a lot going for it, like, in substance. It's just, like, quality-wise, there's a lot of issues. But I have a request for you, too. I want you to fill out these Pokedexes. They're definitely not Game Boys. Definitely not Game Boys. Alright, so now he'll be able to give us some balls, and now we can start catching things. We got 5 Pokeballs! Whoopee! Won't always be work, you have to get lucky. Yeah, we all know this. I think we're all seasoned Poke veterans at this point. Don't bother coming around to my place. Well, as the contrarian that we are going to go and stop by his place, because we do get a map, and the map's a key item, so it doesn't take up space like it does in the original. Gen 4 walks so Gen 5 could fly. That's fair. They definitely did improve a lot of shit between Gen 4 and 5, and if Gen 4 didn't happen, then Gen 5 probably wouldn't be as good as it is, so... Alright, you know what, let's go talk to our mom real quick. Let's see what our mom has to say. I'm planning to stream from somewhere between, like, 6 to 6:30-ish, I think, is what I'm gonna do. We'll see what happens as time goes on. No, don't rest again. Oh, okay, alright. Okay. But yes, I did see that earlier chat message. I am very happy that they gave Charmander Metal Claw. It definitely helps. I forget the time so much when I play these games because I'm not used to not getting it in the first gen. I mean, I do have this place mostly memorized, but, like, you know, it's just nice to have a free map with you. There's no reason not to get it in this game. Okay, we have our first Rattata. We're gonna try and catch whatever we can. I'm pretty sure the only things on this route are Pidgey and Pidgeotto, or not Pidgeotto, like just Pidgey and Rattata, basically. We got lucky with that burn there. That's gonna make it a lot easier to catch. We'll probably have no problem. Nope, not that one. There we go. How I play Pokemon games, I try to catch things in different balls. No, so Byron, by the rules that I posted, this was a little earlier before you came in. I'm making it so that I can catch Pokemon, but I cannot use them in battle. Like, so I'm able to catch things and use them as HM slaves, or to get them solely for the purpose of filling out the Pokedex, but I can't use them. So, like, if the Pokemon that we're able to use are all dead and all we have left is, like, filler, then we restart, basically. That's how this works. Because otherwise, then, I would literally be, I did the math, I would literally be unable to continue with the post-game because you need to have, like, 70-something species to continue, and I would literally not be able to get through a ton of, like, the HM stuff without switching in and out of stuff, and I don't really want to do that. So I have no intention of using these Pokemon in battle, I just intend to catch them just for the Dex completion. We're not filling out the entire Pokemon. You know what I mean. We're just using them to fucking get advanced stuff forward, basically. Including getting the item finder, which we're gonna need for important shit later. But yeah, like, I don't plan to keep them. Like, I'm literally gonna dump them off right here. Save the islands moment. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. Catch Pokemon or fuck off. That's what they were thinking. Okay. Let's get everyone healed because we're here. Might as well. And then we'll dump off everybody into the PC that we don't need. Fun little trick is that if you dump a Pokemon into the PC and then take it back out, it's automatically healed. So that's pretty nice. I like the Sevi Island inclusion, but they need to fix information story-wise more. I completely agree. Yeah, exactly. I plan to get a Paris for the sole purpose of using it as an HM slave and nothing else whatsoever. Okay, so now that we've done the required training tutorial, he's like, oh, I'm better now. Okay, oh, here's a box. Alright, yeah. You don't have to catch a Pokemon, even though you caught 2 Pokemon already. Well, let me show you! And we go through this literally unskippable thing where we have to watch an old man throw a ball and catch it. He doesn't even know what the fucking Pokeballs are. Jesus Christ. I think this Pokemon has the Weedle has a chance to be shiny, which is hilarious. I've seen Pokemon that appear on the intro screen be shiny, which basically means that you can't get them. It's just a way to taunt you, which is funny, but, you know, whatever. There, no, tell me, was that educational or not? And here, take an entire TV. I'm sure you can fit this into your box. Remember, this is back in, like, 2005, right? TVs were not, like, the small little device we know them as nowadays. Like, this is like a whole CRT. There was an odd glitch in the original games involving this old man. Yes, Byron actually taught me this glitch. If you do a specific chain of commands with this old man, you could catch Mew, basically. That's the rundown. I don't know how it works. I've never done it because I've never played the original first-gen games. If they've released them on, like, NSO, I'd play them, but I don't think they're going to. And if they ever tried to charge me $20 to play original Red or Blue, the answer is automatically no. This is a different glitch? Oh. But you're welcome to tell me about it if you want to. Alright, we're gonna walk over here, because we do have I think we can fight our rival over here. And also there's some new Pokemon we can get to that I want to, get for the Pokedex and everything. Ever heard of Missing No? Oh! Is that how that works? Missing was right. Yeah, I remember. Wasn't Missing No like a thing where it's like oh, that's unfortunate. Like, it multiplies or maxes out the number of items in your 7th item slot or something, so you could do that and then just have, like, a trillion Master Balls, a trillion vitamins, stuff like that. It was something like that, right? Oh, we got a Spearow, check that out. I don't believe Spearow's a low percentage on this route in particular, but I didn't plan to use him anyway, so it's fine. Alright, we're just gonna hit him with an Ember. I don't know if he'll die. If he does die, we'll have to start... Yeah, okay. We're getting lucky when we don't mean to be lucky. I don't know what's going on here. Actually, what route is this? I forgot what route this is supposed to be. Let me leave and come back in. I could just open the map. Oh, Route 22. Okay. Oh, okay, I was wrong. The only 5% available thing here is Psyduck with a Super Rod, which we're not getting. You know what's really funny? The hilarious thing is that... oh, I should have knocked it out. I'm stupid. I wasn't thinking. The funny thing about Psyduck is that he is literally fucking everywhere. I'm not even kidding. He's everywhere. Like, most areas have a Psyduck at 5% with a Super Rod for some reason. I don't know. In Leaf Green, it's Slowpoke, who is an infinitely better Pokemon, but here it's Psyduck, who is not good. Like, it's okay. Like Golduck and Psyduck are okay, but like Slowbro is just way better in comparison. Just straight up. Alright, so there's a Mankey. He's a semi-rare encounter here, but not 5%, so no using him here. There are places where we can get Mankey later and be able to use them, but I don't plan to use Mankey on my team, even though he is good. Like, no doubt about it, he is a good Pokemon. I've used Primate before. As of this generation, he was the fastest fighting type before Infernape came in, so that made him pretty useful in some niche circumstances. Basically, you'd always hit first if your opponent was also a fighting type. Although, before Gen 4, fighting types were not great. The only really good fighting type was Machamp. That was basically it. There was some niche stuff you could do with, like, Hariyama and stuff like that, but everything else wasn't really that good. Okay, we're gonna walk around here. We're gonna try to get our Pokemon to level 9, and then by the time we fight our rival, who I think is up here, we can make him level 10. But if not, and we just have to go back, then that's totally fine. Oh, nice burn. Nice burn. Burn, for anyone that did not know, actually cuts the opponent's attack in half. It doesn't just do damage. I don't believe they teach you in these older games that like statisticians have like effects outside of battle like that. But this one does. So yeah. Which is cool. You know, it's nice that it has that kind of thing. I remember, Byron, we were like, you were teaching me competitive battling for the first time, and you were the one that taught me that being paralyzed cuts your speed in half. And I didn't know that, and I was like, what? That's stupid! Like, not being able to attack half the time is annoying enough, but, like, being, like, having your speed cut in half sucks, but, like, you know, the more I play, the more I was like, this is actually pretty cool. I actually enjoy this. You know, it's cool that it has that extra benefit to it. Alright, we knocked that Spearow out. You know what I might actually do? Because Viridian Forest is literally up here. I think I'm going to go to Viridian Forest next just to make sure we have a second team member, because there is something there I do want to get. And then we can train him up, and then we'll have 2 Pokemon to fight our rival, which would make it a lot easier to beat him than just having 1 Pokemon. I'm also going to dump off all my fodder into the PC. It might be Pikachu. I could always go for a Metapod. Maybe I want a Butterfree. I don't know. Butterfree's not, you know, Butterfree is not great in this game. I'll say that, but it's not so bad for single player because you do get Sleep Powder, which is awesome. And Butterfree is relatively fast, so that also helps a lot. Now Beedrill, on the other hand, is fucking garbage. Beedrill is just absolutely terrible. Oops, didn't mean to go back in. Let me check and see the rarity of Viridian Forest. I actually forgot. Yeah. Okay. No, you're right. It's not a part of that whole thing. Okay, this is the worst kept secret ever. Yes, we're getting a Pikachu. I plan to use Pikachu. It just, you know, having an electric type really helps. Beedrill suffers not having Metal Claw. Beedrill suffers from fucking everything. It's slow, it's frail, it has, like, no good stab moves, because back then, the only good bug stab was Mega Horn, and it didn't get that, and the only good poison stab was Sludge Bomb, which you can't even get in this game until literally the post-game. Oh, hidden item alert? Okay, I know there's one inside one of these, like, bushes here, I just don't know which one. Or is it not here? I don't know. Where is it? We are going to be catching Weedle and other some such, though, just for the, you know, the decks and everything. We will definitely knock this thing. You know, I realized we don't have a Pokeball. We have to go buy more Pokeballs. I just realized that. Oops. Well, we're right by the store, so that's fine. On the tree in the start of the forest. Gotcha. It's an antidote. Oh, antidote. We actually kind of want to go buy some antidotes. That'd be helpful. Buy the tree at the start. So like right here, or oh, there it is. Found it. It only took me having to circle around the whole damn thing to get it. Okay, we're gonna walk back down. I'm gonna go buy some Pokeballs, and I'm also gonna go and buy some, a couple antidotes, because we're gonna need them. We will have some contact moves we do need to use, and Poison's one of the most infuriating status conditions in single player, because pre-Gen 5, if you were poisoned and you kept moving, you would take 1 point of damage for every, like, few steps, and that racks up really quickly, and it's really annoying, so, like, I like to keep a good amount of antidotes on me for that purpose, just in case. They're also dirt cheap. It's $100 per antidote, which is pretty, you know, that's pretty affordable, especially nowadays. Not like in fucking Alola, where they jacked up the price to like $300 per antidote. It was like, come on. You really gotta be like that? Okay. Hello. I would love some balls and some antidotes. We'll buy 4. I think 4 should be enough, and then we'll buy 10 balls. We'll get a lot more money later. We shouldn't have too much trouble with that. Pre-Gen 4 was the worst because they would overworld faint. Yeah, at least in Gen 4 they would like hang out with 1 HP, but in this game they just die out of no fault of your own. So them's the breaks. Okay. I think we're gonna go this way. Now we have enough balls. I don't think there's anything new on this route, unfortunately, so we're just gonna have to move on with our lives. I mean, I didn't need them as much, especially because, like, you have the place where you can go and, like, farm berries and stuff like that. Like, I was able to get a ton of Leppa and Lum berries from Pokepelago, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, let's see. I think... Oh, hello. I was throwing Pokeballs to get Pokemon, I ran out. That's why you can never have too many Pokeballs. Alright, so yeah, Pikachu's a 5% encounter rate in this place. So, we're gonna have to, just do our best to get it. It's all a matter of luck at this point, and not really much else we can do. Thankfully, having Charmander for this place makes training a lot faster for him, specifically. Because he's Charmander, he's gonna burn this whole place to the ground, essentially. I'm hoping that we get a Pikachu with, like, a decent nature. My personal hope is that it's, like, modest or something, but if it's not, then it's whatever. The only thing is that I don't want it to be Jolly, because it can learn physical moves, but, it's, you know, its physical stat is not great. It's much better as a special attacker. There's a free potion. Is Light Ball available from rare Pikachu spawns like Gen 4? The only way to get a Light Ball, from what I remember, is that you have to breed Pikachu together, and then the hatched Pichu has like a, I don't know, like a percentage chance to be holding a Light Ball. Or something like that, I don't know. I've never done it before because even with, you know, the Light Ball Pikachu is strong, but it's frail as hell, and I'd rather just have a Raichu at that point. Now, if you have a Pikachu that can only be a Pikachu, like the Ash Pikachu that you get in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, then, you know, that's different. Alright, I'm gonna try not to fight too many trainers, I do want to save some of the EXP for Pikachu. But I do want to get Crystal level 10. The music of this game is really good. Like, all of it's just iconic, just... you know, you probably heard a lot of these first from the anime if you didn't play the games first, like I did. I actually didn't know that Pokemon was, like, a game series. I thought it was a show first and then a game second, because that's usually how things worked back then, but I guess it wasn't. Alright, I'm gonna go hunting for Pikachu, so we're just gonna see if we can run into one now or not. Hopefully we can. Pikachu will also be able to get Thunder Wave, which is a really great move. We've seen what Paralysis is able to do. And that would come in handy quite a bit. The method is you need to breed a Pichu with... Oh! We ran into Kakuna! That's the Pokemon we need to get our hands on. Not for the team, but just to have as in our just in the decks. The method is that you breed a Pichu with Volt Tackle. You breed a Pikachu line, and one of the parents must hold the Light Ball. Wait, so then where do you get the Light Ball from? Here we go. Ooh, you're gonna be a problem, aren't you? Let's try again. Should definitely save after this. You catch a Pikachu with it holding one? How likely is that to happen? I think we can hurt him again without killing him. Okay. Like, is there a percentage chance that Pikachu can hold one, or is it like do you have to get it from somewhere else? 1% chance in Gen 4. Unreal. That's wild. Alright, Kakuna. It's a Metapod clone. Who cares? It sucks. Moving on. Might as well go near the entrance so that we can just leave and heal when we get the Pikachu. There's any chance in this game? So then how the hell do you get the Light Ball? Wait a minute. Is there another game where like, you get it as a quest item or something? Which part is it? They can hold an Oranberry instead, so seeing it hold on him is just rage bait. Oh, that sucks. You're right. I didn't think about that, but you're completely right about that. Trade a Light Ball from Ruby Sapphire. Okay, so it's literally impossible to get a Light Ball in this game. Got it. And I mean, it's literally impossible because there is no Emerald or Ruby or Sapphire to trade to. For this version of the game specifically, you're just fucked. You're just screwed out of luck on that one. Awesome. So I'll change it in this version. I doubt it. They didn't even have the fucking gumption to give online play for this. I doubt it. They absolutely could have. There is, like, if I can play online play with my fucking NES games with friends, there's no excuse. They did change it. No one's documented it yet. But I honestly doubt that they changed it. I was going to keep getting Chris levels. We might as well. We got a decently difficult fight coming up with Brock, so I do want him to have Metal Claw by the time we get there. They didn't give us Espeon, so they wouldn't give me Light Ball. Yeah, there's no way to get Umbreon or Espeon in this game. I think until the post game, in which case you can only get Espeon because there's no Night Cycle. If you could trade between XD, Gale, Darkness, you'd be able to get an Umbreon, because you literally can get an Umbreon. But, nope. Not here. Not happening. Yeah, get used to this, guys. When doing a rarity run, this shit's gonna take a while. Oh, I thought I saw the yellow and I was like, oh, there it is. Nope, that's not it. Alright, burn and die. Maybe we'll get a Metapod or something. That'd be cool if we could do that. Okay. Do. Come on, Pikachu, where are you? Nope, that's a Kakuna. Oh, anyone who saw the new trailer, Pokemon Waves and Wind, what are your thoughts about it? Oh yeah, I saw that post. The House Evolution where it's like they start evolving and then stop it, it's like question mark and it doesn't even tell you what's wrong. Like, there's no reason for that. That's so unnecessary. Just let it evolve. So let me have fucking Steelix. Like, come on. It's so unnecessary. Like, I guess the only way you could get it is if, like, you traded your Pokemon to another player that... Oh, there's Pikachu! There it is! Okay, we cannot attack this thing, or it's just gonna... It's gonna die, so we're just gonna have to throw balls at it and hope for the best. 1, 2, 3... Yes! We got it. Now we just hope it's got a decent nature. We will see. Alright. Pikachu. It has the small electric sacs on both its cheeks. If threatened, it loses electric attacks from the sacs. Hey, it's Pikachu on Oh, yeah, he's got a little walking animation. Alright, ooh, what should I... Alright, what do I name him? Your name will be... Thank you, Leary. I got really lucky there. Usually takes a few balls for him to get in. Jolt? Maybe. Jolt is cute. You guys want me to name him Jolt? Alright, I'll name him Jolt. Your name is Jolt now. Alright, let's see where your nature is, big guy. Alright. Here we go. Hasty, which I believe is... Oh, that's good, actually. It's plus speed minus defense, which is fine. So it's actually automatically faster. That's cool. Okay. Perfect. Alright, now we can start training him. We're gonna go back. Yeah, Hasty is plus speed. I don't mind that at all. We might as well just keep grinding here, because it's mostly just, like, useless bug types, essentially. It'll be a little hard to kill things at first, but, you know, it's faster, so we'll get the first hit in every time. Alright. Poisoning has a 30% chance to poison, so that's probably going to end up happening, but we will see. It might actually be able to go back and start grinding off of the, birds. Like, we can grind up Pidgey and shit like that, because they're actually weak to electric attacks, but, I mean, you know... It's not too bad. If we can run into a Kakuna or a Metapod, that'll be pretty good. Because they literally can't hurt you, and their defense raising doesn't do anything. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. It'll help me grinding a little, in the early stages a little faster, too. Alright. Let's go back and grind off some Pidgeys. Okay. I really hate that we don't have the running shoes from the beginning. I know I played this game a million times and I should be used to it. I'm not. I hate it. It's annoying. We're gonna start frying some birds, getting some level ups, no problem. Although Squishy Chew is now Squishier Chew. It's true, but, I mean, it was already gonna die, probably, so, oh well. I'm shocked it lived that. No, see what I did there. The buff they gave him Pikachu in Gen 6 give it 40 defense instead of 30 instead of letting Light Ball's buff speed. Yeah, they should have just let it do that. Like, oh wow, it's 40 defense instead of 30. That does us so much. It doesn't. It does basically nothing, essentially. Sorry, I'm moving the mic closer to me. I'm sitting back. Oh, right. You know what? This is now... You know, while we're doing this, it's probably a good chance to tell you guys where I've been and what I've been up to. I'm gonna go heal, too, so I'll do that while I'm talking about that. Alright, so, back in, like, January, I got saddled with a lot of things to do, family-wise. I won't go into specifics about what those things are, but I had a lot more responsibilities placed on me than I did previously, and, I suffered from a form of burnout called caregiver burnout, although you fill in the blanks there. But yeah, I had a lot more to keep track of, like medicines and making meals, making sure meals were given, and blah blah blah, and things like that. So, it was just a lot, and I couldn't focus. Like, it was basically just like, I go to work, I come back, I help with whatever needs to be helped with, and then I'm exhausted and I go to bed. I was literally falling asleep at like 10 o'clock. My usual bedtime is like 11 to 11:30. But I was falling asleep, like, literally the second it hit 10 o'clock, and I put Sage to bed, I just pass out. Just pass the fuck out. Immediately. But, you know, some of that's been alleviated nowadays, so that wasn't what kept me from streaming for so long. What kept me from streaming for so long was that I got into a car accident. Yep. First time driving in like 12, 13 years, I got into my first ever fucking car accident. Yay. So what happened? Alright. I'm gonna try to explain the situation as best as I can. I want you to imagine that you're in a 3 to 4 lane road, let's say. You're leaving a school, because that's what I was doing. Everyone's trying to leave because it's end of the day, there's a lot of, like, adults trying to get their kids back home, there's a lot of teenagers trying to drive back home, it's whatever. So, imagine you're on a 3 to 4 lane road. There are cars to your left, there are cars to your right, there are 2 rows of cars to your right, actually. There is a row of cars in the middle, in front of you, because I need to get on the left turn lane to go home. So, you know, I'm waiting in line, you know, blah, 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 driving defensively, keeping my eye out, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, eventually the line moves up, and I'm like, okay, and then I look, and nothing's coming, so I go. And what happens? Guess what happens? Fucking guy with his car drives in, crosses like 3 lanes, because he wants to get into the left lane. So that means crossing the 2 right lanes and my left lane that I'm in. So he crosses straight in front. I try to brake, and I can't brake. You want to know why? Because here in Michigan, it snows a lot. And when it snows a lot, there's ice on the ground. And when there's ice on the ground, you can't stop. It's awesome. So I ended up hitting him. Face first. I thankfully had, like, there was, like, a literal, like, moment of, like, I'm gonna hit him. Like, there's no way of avoiding it. I'm going to hit him. It's just gonna happen. So, like, I think having that brief, like, moment of, like, realization can be getting whiplash, thankfully. And for what it's worth, his car took way less damage than mine. Like, his was like, oh, the bumper's a bit shaved, and there's some scratch paint, whatever. In my... Oh, I should have swapped. I should have swapped out. I wasn't paying attention. In my case... Use my Pokemon? Yeah, we're not gonna let this thing get away with killing my little guy. Eat shit. Yeah, and, like, the entire front of my car was just completely caved in. And it has just been an absolute hassle dealing with insurance. Like, I want to give you guys reference. This crash happened on February 2nd. It is now literally the end of January. Imagine the game was such that feigning was death, but not Nuzlocke rules. Time to get a new Pikachu. Yeah, no, I don't think I'll ever do a Nuzlocke. That just seems like too much of a hassle to do for me personally. But yeah, so it just, like, it's just been a fucking nightmare, guys. Like, the car's been in the shop for, like, 3 weeks. We had to fight with insurance for, like, 3 weeks to try to, like, get them to, like, pay more for it than they were offering, because they were offering a very, very tiny amount for what the car was worth. And it was just really irritating, just all around, just not a fun time in the slightest. I mean, thankfully, like, I was supposed to get the car back yesterday. Apparently now I'm getting it back, maybe Tuesday. No guarantees. Gotta add some 3 minutes, everybody, just as a heads up. If I made a Pokemon style game, that's the mechanics I would put in. Yeah, because you're a fucking sadomasochist, Byron, that's why. Level 6, we got Tail Whip. We are never going to use that, but it's cool that we have it. But it's been a lot. Just dealing with all that, like, the trauma of, like, getting into your first crash. Like, all the therapy that I've gone through, all the, like, things I've been unable to do because, like, you know, having a car is kind of essential in this day and age because you kind of need it to do things, and, you know, you can't really do it. Also been a bunch of cutscenes so that makes you bond with your guys. Oh, well, at least you're cruel. At least you're kind with your cruelty. So losing all the more horrifying? Exactly, I saw that coming a mile away. You can't slip past me, Byron. I know your fucking brain works. You're just like, oh yeah, I'll make you guys feel really, really attached to your Pokemon. Put some quality of life in. So that way when they die, you feel so much worse. Prick. My head mod, everybody. I was in an accident before too. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's been rough. Just kind of dealing with the trauma and the fallout of that, and like having like so much stuff that I'm not used to happening at the same time, like constantly alongside like just like it's just a lot, to it, mentally and physically. Like, I went through the 5 stages of grief, like, in, like, the most complex order, where, like, anger was, like, the 4th thing that I went through. I remember I got home. Oh, yeah, that was another thing. So, when I got back home, I was able to drive the thing back, thankfully. And guess what? I go to leave the car, and the brake lights are on. And it's like, huh, why is this the case? Apparently, I slammed the brake so fucking hard that, it broke something, and the lights will not turn off until I pull out a fuse. I had to look up what that fuse was, because if I didn't, then the battery would drain and die. Accidents are rough on the right, so you're not put in the hospital. I'm glad that no one got hurt, like, because the sucky part was that the person that like caused me to run into them had his like either granddaughter or niece or daughter in the sea with him. So that was probably extremely traumatizing for her, so I feel extra bad about that. We've just been going through it. Thankfully, the dude was not, like, a scummy or, like, pissy or whatever. Like, we shared information, he was very professional about it, so I gotta give it credit to them. It was objectively reckless driving on his part. And even the cops ruled it as his fault, which it was. Which helped out a lot, because it meant that I got my $500 deposit back. So I didn't have to worry about, like, that being taken off, or that being, like, on my insurance or anything like that, so that was helpful. But it was just... God. Like, I don't ever want to deal with that shit again, for obvious reasons, but also just, like, everything about that just sucked ass. It was just terrible. Yeah, and, like, the person we were, like, talking to was trying to, like, for progressive, like, they were trying to, like, get me to be like, oh, but, like, that was sort of your fault, blah, 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 trying to, like, get me to admit to something that wasn't true, so that way they could, like, charge me up the ass for shit and get away with it, and it's like, no, I'm not that dumb. Also, my dad helps me, so, like, even if you could take advantage of my autistic ass, like, my dad does not, like, he sees past all that shit. Like, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And so that's what happened. So yeah, that's basically where I've been at with that whole thing. It's just been such a fucking pile of shit. Yeah, and they really do need to be redone. They get away with so much shit that they should not be able to. And I don't understand why. Like, it's just like, it's one of those things that, like, needs to be changed, but no one has the balls or the patience to change it, because they know it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Which is dog shit, but it's whatever. Oh no, not Tail Whip. What a shame. Anyway. Okay. Max interrupted 4 years of my life. I'm only now getting back to my semi-normal life. I'm proud of you for how hard you've been working, Larry. You told me a bit about that. And, like, I'm proud of you for how much work you put into getting everything taken care of. I need someone with more car insurance knowledge, because I would easily be fooled into some BS. Yeah, I would have been too. I was lucky that I had people to talk to that can help me out with that kind of thing. But yeah, so, because of that whole thing, I had to go and get, like, a rental car. That's a whole other thing, by the way, that I want to talk about. So, I got a rental car. I got a Mazda. First of all, I have a lot of complaints about that thing. Mazda does not have auto start on its key. And all the keys were on, like, the side, and they were tiny. Like, they were tinier than my pinky finger, which is, like, great. So, like, if I tried to, like, press, like, lock, I press unlock by accident because they're literally right next to each other. Try to press open the back door button to press the fucking alarm. It sucked. That wasn't the worst thing. The worst thing was, like, to auto-start it, you had to download the app. But if you auto-started it, and then it auto-turned off because you waited a little too long, the thing would have the audacity to be like, sorry, you can't fucking start this car again like this until after you drive the car. And it's like, I'm trying to get ready for work. I'm trying to keep the car warmed up so I have a warm car to go into. And now you're trying to convince me that you're gonna say no to me turning my car on when I downloaded your stupid app and I'm paying the fucking fees for this shit. Fuck you. So dog shit. Go to my physical therapist for insurance advice because he's been through it with his patients. That is a good source of information to go to. I think we'll be good for one more level and then we can go and fight Gary. I think we'll be good. The animation's vented about in one of her latest videos. Yeah, a lot of people have vented about it. I don't blame them because it does suck. But that wasn't the worst part. You know, I could deal with all that. I worked that shit around and everything. The worst part of all of it, was when I went to go and fill up the car because I was returning it soon. And I can't get the gas lid open at all. Not like the twisty thing, you know, that's in like some older cars, right? It's the fucking, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Really? No, it's the literal, like, it's the flap that you open to put, so you can get access to that thing, or to the hole the gas goes in, whichever comes first. Thunder Wave, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. So, for fighting Gary, we're gonna put Crisp in front. Wait, actually I don't remember if he has a Pidgey in the front, but I'd probably be better just keep Jolt in front. Yeah, so, apparently there was something broken about it, to where, like, the latch just would not open. No matter where I pressed it, how I pressed it, no matter what I did, it just would not open. And, like, I was at the gas station for like 20 minutes looking up videos, trying to figure out how this shit worked. I looked like a fucking asshole because I was, like, at a cheaper gas station that everyone uses that's super popular, so people were, like, waiting for me to get done. And I was like, ugh. And, like, you know, at the end of the day, I couldn't figure it out, so I just had to give it back to him. You know, gas tank, like, barely full, and I told him what happened. I thought I was, like, going insane. I was like, am I really not able to do this? Like, what's going on? And what ended up happening was that, like, apparently, like, a chip on the inside was broken, or some shit like that. So, it was literally impossible to open it. And by the way, most of the tutorial videos in the Mazda that I looked up the exact model number and shit like that. Guess what? A lot of them have, like, a button that opens the door. Not this one. Mine did not have that, but all the videos I looked up did. And it made me feel like I was going fucking insane. Hey, Jory, you're off to the Pokemon League. Forget about it. You probably don't have any badges, do you? The guard won't let you through without them. Did your Pokemon get any stronger? Alright, now we're fighting. Yay. Alright, I'm pretty sure this dude has a Pidgey and a Squirtle and a starter on his team, but in this case it's Squirtle. So, perfect bait for Jolt to go after. Leave it on a Thunder Wave, because that'll make it slow as balls, and also it might not attack every time, and that, yep, right there, perfect. Oops. Okay, apparently if you press the L or R button, it opens up that, wherever you are, which is annoying, but whatever. Might so complicated to open a stupid lid. I don't know. I don't even know what piece broke off of it for that to happen, to be honest. Okay, I'm pretty sure his Squirtle has Water Gun at this point, but we should still be able to get a decent advantage over it. We can at least weaken it to a degree to where Charmander can finish him off. but we should be able to win this fight. Nice. Got lucky there. Oh my god, are we gonna sweep his team with this Pikachu? Oh, nice. He's not using his stab move. Perfect. Awesome. Nice! We didn't even need Charmander. Pikachu nuked it. Nuked it. Good boy. No, you just looked out. Yeah, whatever. Cry about it. Went my way. Pokemon League's crawling with tough trainers to figure out how to get past them. You should quit a doll and get a move on. Maybe you should quit, like, fucking being in my business and go get a life. Pikachu's really good against this water rifle too. Yeah, I imagine, because I mean, you know, it's Pikachu. It's got electric moves. This is good against both his dudes. Alright, now we can move on and continue through the forest. If we run into Metapod, great. If we don't, then whatever. I can always, like, do some catching off-screen, too, to mitigate how much time we have to sit and wait. Like, when I'm catching stuff just to fill out the decks, I mean, not for, like, any team members or whatever. Hey, Chase! How you doing? I didn't see you there. How you doing? No fair using electric moves on a Squirtle is the coward's way? No, I'm heavily restricting myself for this one. You know this. I don't care what I gotta do. I'm gonna win. Let's get dinner. Hopefully I'll be back. Have a good dinner. I'm gonna get dinner like an hour myself, too. I actually have something ordered coming in, so that'll be nice. But Chase, it's good to see you. That was a fun time we had with fucking Lego Party. That was fun. You said a ton of garlic nuts. Very healthy, nutritious. I mean, garlic is a vegetable, after all. Or, wait. Is garlic a vegetable? Yeah, it should be a vegetable, isn't it? Or is it not? I had lunch, so I'm not too hungry right now. It is a vegetable. Okay, I wasn't sure, because I know some things that look like vegetables aren't actually vegetables. Like you think a pumpkin is a vegetable, but apparently it's classified as a gourd instead, and I don't know what the difference is, personally. Okay. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna actually put Charmander in the front, because there's a bunch of bugs in here. I want to make sure he at least has Metal Claw before we continue. Because otherwise we're going to struggle real hard with Brock. Vegetable is not a real botanical designation, so it's vegetable more of a vibes thing. Alright, fair enough. Yes, there was good Lego Ninjago rep. They actually played that on stream yesterday. And had a pretty good time, apparently. You know what? Actually, we could just grind in the wild to get levels for Metal Claw. We should be using Jolt to, like, to kill the trainers, so that way we can actually catch up. Yeah, unfortunately there's also no repels this early on, so we kind of are just stuck with, like, having to mash A on everything we run into, or run away, which we could. We are way faster than them, but, like, it's free EXP. Why would I not get it? The forest is a little confusing, especially if you haven't played in a while, like me. I have not played in a while, so forgive me if I'm running around in circles and not realizing it. I've only seen some stuff about Ninjago, and to me it just seems like Lego Power Rangers to me. It just seems really, like, cheesy and shit, and not necessarily a bad thing, it's just, I don't know. I never liked Power Rangers, never liked Power Ranger-esque shows. But the only one that I kind of liked was Voltron, and that's the new one, not the old one, because the old one's aged like fucking milk. And fucking rotten cheese and shit. But I did enjoy the new one, like the newer Voltron. That was fun. You get jam out of your Pokemon shirt, you get to fight me. Alright, small child with net, let's fight. I'll fucking destroy you. Whatever. Anyway, a way that I've been kind of, like, mitigating me from, going insane from the trauma and everything, and also, just so I don't binge eat, because I used to stress eat a lot, and, like, sometimes a little bit of that cracks through, but I don't really do that anymore. I'm very more conscious about myself when I eat something, for weight purposes and everything. What I've been doing is that, I was just going through and playing, like, mods of old Pokemon games that I already own that I wanted a new experience with. Or, I was playing old Pokemon games. So what I did was I actually played, I went back through and I played Pokemon Sun and Moon, the originals, again, after not having played them for 10 years. And it was actually better than I remembered. I actually enjoyed it more than I did back then. I actually made the intentional decision to not affectionate my Pokemon or raise affection on them, because it makes them, it makes them broken, basically. Like sometimes they'll, like, they'll survive hits, they'll have a free focus sash just because. Hey, Professor, thank you so much for the 3-string watch streak, and thank you for sticking around. I know I've been gone for a while, but I appreciate you sticking around and supporting me. That goes to everyone else, too. Thank you for popping in after such a long time. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate it. Yeah, but, like, it gives your Pokemon, like, a free focus sash, for the most part. It, oh, what's this way? Let's go look this way. Probably nothing important. Oh, wait, I think we actually do have to go this way. Like, they'll just cure themselves with statuses sometimes. They'll sometimes just land a critical hit more often. It's just a little too much. Gotta say, a couple ROM hacks I gotta finish the ones like the HGSS ROM hacks, that's life fixes. Pokemon Star, Ultra Sun and Moon. Star would have been a great name for a 3rd edition. I kind of wish they did that and didn't do, like, Ultra Sun and Moon, because those games sucked. They really sucked. There was a lot of, like, quality of life improvements in them, but they sucked. They assassinated Lucimina's character, like, they made the game even easier than before, when it was already a pretty easy game. Just a lot about it was just ass, in my opinion. Wait a little, well, if you go easy on me. Yeah, whatever. Alright. Time to slaughter a child. Don't take that out of context. Actually do, I don't care. It's not gonna matter. The evidence is right here anyway. We're doing pretty good with Pikachu right now. Pikachu's kind of mauling through this place. I will defend this. Musolini wasn't Butcher and Ultra made more subtle. No, I can't agree with that. Like Funashi, you know, I cherish and I respect her opinion, but I will never agree with that. They absolutely destroyed her personality. And then it's like, oh, I did this all for my children and blah blah blah. It's like, no, her being the abusive mom was way more interesting and fun story-wise. I 100% support your digital child slaughter. See, we all need a best friend like Byron. He supports me doing crime. What a boss. Oh, nothing went right. Oh, whatever. It's too bad. Oh, well. Alright, moving on. Okay, yes, I think this is the way we're meant to go now. It just feels bigger than... This forest just feels bigger than it actually is because we don't have the running shoes yet. When we get those, we'll be able to blitz through this place no problem. We haven't run into Metapod yet. I'm actually wondering if we actually ever are going to run into Metapod. Oh, well. But I enjoyed Sun. I thought it was, like, it was a lot darker than I remembered, for sure. Quick Attack? Sure, why not? Who cares? It's better than Tail Whip, at least. Having a priority move is, like, better than nothing. You Chairman Rose were way better. Well, Chairman Rose is not a high bar, Anxious. Chairman Rose is, like... just dog shit. Like, he had such potential to be such a great villain, and it just ended up being complete dog shit. I loved his design. He looked awesome. He looked intimidating. Even though it was super obvious he was going to be the bad guy. But, like, you know, he was at least, like, he had stuff about him that made him interesting-ish. But then it just kind of didn't, like, nothing came of it. Nothing happens. I would say most villains of Pokemon are better than Rose. I'm just saying. It's a very low bar. It's a low bar. You know, like, obviously, like, let's be real. The best Pokemon villain without contest goes to Ghetsis. Like, Lucimine is close, for sure. But Ghetsis is, like, way more evil than Lucimine is. Like, Lucimine abuses her children, but she at least has some kind of love for her Pokemon. Ghetsis has no love for anything. He lost an eye from mistreating his Hydreigon, apparently. That's what's apparently, like, implied by, like... Because apparently if you look into the data of his Hydreigon, it is 0 happiness. Which you can't... That's normally not possible. Like, normally you have to really mistreat your Pokemon to get them that low in happiness. But it does, and it has frustration, and, like, between games, he has, like, an eye patch, like, or an eye covering where he didn't have it, so it's theorized that, like, his Hydreigon, like, took out his eyeball in fury or something like that. I don't know. But regardless, like, in terms of the evil meter, like, definitely gets us is, like, the highest tier possible. But Lucimina is definitely a good second, you know? Like, honestly, they kind of just, like, fucking suck with villains. Like, even in Legends ZA, like, the villain, you know, quote-unquote, is, like, they didn't really do much. They didn't really do much at all. Oh, is there a hidden item here? Alright, where is it? Hold on, I'm gonna murder this child's pets first, and then we can talk about where hidden items are. Ooh, poison sting. Oh. Furthest left grass in front of the bug catcher. Got it. I will check there. If we level up, it'll be fine, because at that point we won't really need to level up Jolt much more. We just need to get Charmander up in levels to get Metal Claw. Okay, cool. Alright. Alright, we're gonna level up Charmander. I believe Metal Claw's learned level 13. Yep, there was. You were correct. Thank you, Byron. Alright, we're gonna stay here and grind a little bit so we can get Metal Claw, and that way we'll be able to take out Brock. There we go. Alright, it shouldn't take any more than like 9 or 10 battles. Maybe less if we run into a Kakuna or something. But it shouldn't take too long. We might also run in some level 5s too, which would be helpful. There's been more of a sins of the past coming back to reap on the modern day. Yeah, I don't know. It just wasn't super interesting to me, personally. Like, the villain in, like, Legends Arceus was actually, like, really interesting and, like, fun. But, I mean, I don't know. They just can't ever nail it with villains like they used to. Like, and I mean, when I say like they used to, I mean basically just Gen 5. And then maybe Lucimine, but that's it. Like, every other villain in all the other Pokemon games fucking suck ass. Mainline, anyway. The villains in, like, Colosseum and XD are fucking... Like, the twist in Colosseum, I don't think anyone saw that coming. But the twist in XD was extremely predictable. And I do plan to play XD for stream, because that's coming out, and now I have a legal way of playing it without needing the disc. I used to own the game. I don't know what happened to it. I used to have it, but it's just gone. Me being a kid and misplacing all my shit got the better of me that time, I guess. I realize how much Canistite I'm having is a lot, but on the topic of villains, hot take, Team Rocket is not that interesting. I completely agree. Like, they're trying to be cruel and shit, and, like, yeah, the fact that there's, like, a terrorist organization that kills Pokemon for their own benefit and shit like that is, you know, interesting on paper, but, like, there's nothing to it. Like, they're literally just the bad guy. Another item down? I'll go check. I did get the potion from across the bug catcher, but I'll take a look. When you say down, do you mean like down here? But like Giovanni had the potential to be a really badass villain, but the problem is that he's so easy. He's so easy. He doesn't have one good Pokemon on him. Down and to the right. Oh! There it is. I completely missed that, thank you. Is there a hidden item here? Or not? Probably not. Mewtwo stuff in Cubone side, they were just there. I would argue there was less substance in Johto, because it was literally just like the remnants of Team Rocket trying to like be relevant again, and it just didn't work. Like, all of them were unmemorable, even in the remakes when they got names and shit, like they were all like just not very memorable in the slightest whatsoever. They were just lame. And then Giovanni never even came back until like oh, there we go, there's Metal Claw. Giovanni didn't even come back until like Until the Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which was a remote event that you probably didn't get access to. Being evil, they had to be anything. Like that's the only pass that I'll give them. The only pass that I'll give them is that they were the first. You know, like how a lot of the Pokemon in the first generation were that creative. It was the first game. You know, there wasn't really an expectation. They were trying to get an IP off the ground. I can like somewhat excuse it. You know, for the most part. And we did have the anime. We did have Jesse James and Meowth, so that made Team Rocket more entertaining than anything. But yeah, like I can forgive it. But like, let's hear about your profile. What's my profile? What is this? I don't know what this is. Oh, wait. Wasn't there a thing where I could, like, go to someplace? I've read about this online. Let me look back at my messages, because I posted this a little bit ago. Apparently, if you talk to, like, someone or something in the Pokemon Center, you can open up Mystery Gift. Let me see. Where is it? Go to any Pokemart in Kanto. Okay. Should be a mart here. Change it to I'm a Pokemon enemy. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I don't even know if enemy is in this game, but we're gonna do that. Change your profile? Yes. I'm a Pokemon... speech? Oh god, that's so slow. What would that be under? I'm a Pokemon... actions. Where the hell would enemy be? Like, where is that? Conditions? Try trainer? Alright, nope. It's not there. Alright, you know what? We're a Pokemon egg. That's what we are. I'm a Pokemon egg. Really says something about who you are. I'm gonna stick with egg. That's funny. Alright, we're gonna look for the Pokemart. I don't remember exactly where it is. I know there's a hidden item, I think, around here. I don't remember where exactly it is, though. Or maybe it's up top. I don't know. It's been a minute since I played this. Where is the store? Where is the store? Hi, asshole. What do you want? Check out the museum? Nope. You have to go. Oh, come on. Come on! Come on! Enough with this! Jackass. Absolute jackass. And I'm in Northwest. I'll go and get that in a bit. Alright. Mart. And then we go up here. Or not. Wait, what do we do? Pokemon. Go to the clipboard on the main counter. This? Are you serious? How the fuck? How would you know? This looks like fucking, like, just, like, flair, like, decoration. This does not stand out. How would anyone figure this out? Like, to fill it out? Okay, so apparently I filled it out with, link together with all. And I don't know where those words are, so we're gonna figure this out together. L. Nope. Trainer. Oh, here we go. Link. And then people probably would be where together is. T. Two. Nope. Okay. Miscellaneous, maybe? Yeah, I gotta cross digital boundaries, though. Hard to get to. Nope. Is together an adjective? I don't think it is. QRS. Nope. Lifestyle. Tournament. Nope. Actions. Nope. Conditions. I have no idea. Where the fuck is this? Here it is. Together. Linked together. Where the hell would with be? Will that be miscellaneous? Oh. Apparently we're gonna get some really bad weather here, so I need to get the dog out early. No problem. Do what you gotta do. Thank you for popping in. I'm looking for... Fuck. Lifestyle. W. Nope. Actions. Nope. Conditions. Nope. Endings. Oh, there it is. With. What happened? Oh, I pressed B by accident. God damn it. Oh, what? I can do this? Oh, that's neat. That's a lot better. I didn't know I could do that. Okay, here we go. With. And then all. Okay. This should work. Oh, you know those words? It means you must know about the mystery gift. Now on, you should be receiving mystery gifts. Once you save a game, you can access the mystery gift. Alright. Now we save the game. Alright. So I don't really know what that does in the context of this game. Oh my god, repels were poor, unfortunately. We'll have to get repels later. But oh my god, we got fucking mystery gift activated and repels later. Yay! Alright. I'm gonna serious Pokemon trainers are all butt catchers and hobbyists, but the gym's not like that. Okay. Alright, top left we'll get to. I want to see what's inside this house first. Go back to the title screen. I don't know how to do that without exiting the game. I'll do that in a little bit. If I had to catch Pokemon, it's never easy. I'll do it after I beat the gym. I think that'll be a good place to call stream, actually, is after we beat the gym leader. Let's actually get to doing that. You could go into the museum if you really wanted to. It's not that impressive. You just look around at a bunch of fossils, which is like, oh, it's cool, but then it's like, you don't get anything. There's a thing you can do in the museum, but it's not until later. Where is this? Is it here? Flowers? Or is it here? Or here? Or here? Where is this thing? Here it is. Free Pokeball. Control plus minus and start at the same time? I'll give it a try. Might as well. Alright, and so if we do... Nope. That's not working. It's whatever. Alright, gym time! What do you have to say? But I came for the moon. That's what the rumor is. They created after moonstones fell to the earth. I see. Alright. Hi, you want to dream big? You dare dream of becoming the Pokemon champ? I know a trainer, but I can advise you on how to win. Let me take you up to the top. Alright, let's get happening. The first Pokemon out in a match is at the left of the Pokemon list. Take you to... Okay. No. Stop talking to me. Oh my god, he does it anyway? Why? The illusion of free choice, everybody. Fuck me. Okay. Anyway. Thankfully, there's only one trainer in here, and it's this guy. Oh, I forgot to switch Pikachu to the front. I am a moron. I forgot to do that. Oops. Oh, wait, no I didn't. Okay. Never mind. Crisis averted. Alright. We shouldn't have too much trouble mowing through this dude. Thankfully, this guy doesn't have any rock moves, so that should make things a little easier. What is Pikachu supposed to do to a Geodude? Well, you do Tail Whip a bunch, and then you mash Quick Attack a bunch. But first you have to put up like 6 double teams or whatever, and then you'll probably maybe win or something. He's got a Sandshrew, which is not a rock type. Fake fan here. Days before Grass Knot, yeah. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay. Oh, cool, we leveled up, too. Alright, that should be helpful when we fight Onix. I believe Brock's Onix is level 14, so we're gonna have to be careful about that. Alright, I'm gonna go and heal real quick. Then we'll take out Brock, and then I think we'll call it a day from there after we figure out what the deal is with Mystery Gift, because I don't really understand how that works. I'm not gonna lie to you, I really don't. Christmas level cap now? Yeah. I mean, I could train up to a Charmeleon if I really wanted to be ballsy, but I don't really wanna. Probably just start unobeying me anyway, so there really wouldn't be much of a point to that. Okay. Yawn. When Jigglypuff sings, Pokemon fall asleep, or whatever. Alright, anyway. Whatever. If you want Joel leveled up, just murder some rats and birds for more speed. Yeah, I could do that. I'm not planning to Eevee train. I've never had to do that in a single player game, and I do not plan to. It's such a long, time-consuming process, such a pain in the ass for, like, and the game's already beatable. It doesn't need to be more beatable. All right, we're gonna do what we usually do and save just in case we blow it with this fight. All right, here we go. So you're here, I'm Brock, I'm Pewter's gym leader. My rock-hard willpower is evident even in my Pokemon. Pokemon are all rock-hard and have true grit, determination. Yeah, I bet they do. Pokemon are all the rock type. Ah, you're gonna challenge me knowing you'll lose? That's a trainer honor that compels you to challenge me. Fine, then show me your bet. Brock was such a fucking asshole when we met him in the first, the first few episodes of the anime, but, like, to be fair, like, he was basically a single dad that wasn't even a dad, raising, like, 14 siblings, so I guess I can't really, like, blame him too much. Also, I'm gonna shut up because this gym leader music is one of my absolute favorites. Like, listen to this. It sounds so awesome. Oh, you did not have to miss there. You really... Oh, we both missed! We're both dumb. Awesome. Alright. I don't know how many rock tubes I can take before I go down. So, I might have to switch over to Pikachu and, like, heal stall. Oh, yeah, we're gonna have to do that. We are definitely gonna have to do that. Oh, boy. Oh, you did not need that critical hit. That was so unnecessary. Oh, fuck. We might actually lose this. Well. Oh, got paralyzed! Oh! Pikachu coming in clutch. That's fucking dope. Let's go! We might have a chance after all. If we can get him paralyzed enough times, we might actually be able to win this. Don't miss! Okay, I guess that's fair enough. Onix is actually deceptively fast. It has a pretty high speed stat for this point in the game, so getting it paralyzed is actually a huge boon. Yes! Yes, come on, come on, come on! If we can get lucky, we can win this one more Metal Claw. Come on. Oh my god! Yes! 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 We won! Got him! Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, that was amazing. I took it for granted and I lost. As proof of victory, I confer to you this, the official Pokemon League Boulder Badge. Paralysis goes so fucking hard. Let's go. We are never deleting Thunderwave. It's staying forever. I know it was Static that paralyzed it, but, you know, same thing. You use Flash outside of battle. Who's Pokemon know them? You Flash to you. You know what? I got some more time. Maybe we can keep going, actually. TM counts as a technique for Pokemon. Uses TM for the move contains... Whatever. You teach Pokemon. Yeah, it's Rock Tomb. It makes things lower their speed. Rock Tomb's pretty good for flying weak Pokemon. There are all turns out there in this huge world of ours. You appear to be very gifted as a Pokemon trainer, so let me make a suggestion. Go to the gym in Cerulean and test your abilities. Okay. You're pretty hot, but not as hot as Brock. Okay. I think Squirtle's the only starter that learns that move. Yeah, and it doesn't really need to, because it already has, like... It can learn ice moves. Even if it doesn't, I mean, like... I don't even know if I'd want to teach this to... Oops. I don't even know if I'd want to teach... oh, yeah, I forgot. TMs don't have their own bag. That's not until later. I don't even know if I'd want to teach this to Crisp anyway, because, like, it's more of a special attacker than a physical one. It can learn physical moves, and it can be helpful. I don't know. I can think of maybe one or two Pokemon that I'm planning on getting that, like, I might want to give that to. Maybe. I don't know for sure, but maybe. Okay. Yeah, there's like 2 Pokemon I can think of that I want to give it to, and by then we'd probably be able to replace it with something stronger. But still, it doesn't hurt to have it on you. Alright, well, let's move forward. We got time, let's move forward. I gotta get off around like 6, and that went a lot faster than I thought it would, so we'll move forward a little bit more, actually. Oh, Jory, I'm glad I caught up to you. I'm Professor Oak's aide. I'm asked to deliver this. Here you go. We can finally run. We can run. Press B to run, but only when there's room, which means you can't run indoors for some inexplicable reason. There's a letter attached. Dear Jory, here's a pair of running shoes for my beloved challenger. Remember, always cheer for you. Don't get up from Mom. Aw, that's really cute, actually. Alright, let's get Pikachu back in the front. We have a very over-leveled Crisp right now. We gotta get Pikachu some levels. Excuse me, you looked at me, didn't you? Yeah. We all have peripheral vision. We're all gonna end up looking at each other. Alright? Like, it's not a big deal. Oh, sick, she's a Pidgey. Free eats, let's go! Die, whatever. I think I will keep Pokemon that I can catch, just as, like, so I can throw them out as, like, bait, if I need to heal things. Like that Magikarp. I'll probably just buy it, just so I have it. Oh shit, speaking of buying, I forgot. We need to get repels. I'll do that in a bit. I'll do that after we beat all these trainers so we actually have some money to do that. Because there's Pokemon in Mount Moon. I mean, Mount Moon's huge, and there's a lot of shit you can run into in there. Alright. Oh, you run so fast. It's so nice. Hey, I saw you in Viridian Forest, and yet you didn't think to challenge me until now? Your fucking funeral. Let's go! Music's so fucking good. I know they refer to Gen 3 as the Trumpet Generation. Clefairy also, as a fighter, she did not play anything as a permanent member. Yeah, it wouldn't be too bad to get Clefairy. Plus, like, when I eventually get a Moonstone, I can evolve it and get more samples for the Dex for age stuff later, so that'll be nice. Oh, fuck, Poison Sting. Thank God. That 30% might seem like a low percentage value, but in Pokemon, it's even more like a fucking 80% chance. Like, fucking Scald and its burns. Like, that just feels like it happens whenever the fuck it feels like it. Zap! Thank God Caterpie can't learn any special moves, or poison moves. All it can learn is, like, it doesn't get anything helpful stab-wise, other than, and then it learns Confusion and then Psychic later. I actually played a modifier red that made it into a Psychic type, which was really cool, because, like, Psychic and Bug is actually a pretty good type combination. And then with the physical special split, it actually does a pretty decent amount. Not only that's already fast and hits hard. Oh boy, guys, are you ready? Are you ready for the most iconic trainer in this whole fucking game? Here we go. Hi, I like shorts. They're delightfully comfy and easy to wear. Because the champion theme in this game is the best version of Kanto's champion theme, Black and White 2. Absolutely. Absolutely. Very good remixes. Youngster Ben, let's go! Go, Joel! Fucking kill a rat with your electric powers. I love how we're having a rat fight. I just realized that. It's literally a rat fight. Ooh, this is a somewhat strong kind of rat. Oh well, it's dead now. What do you have next? Ekans. I should switch, I think is what I'm gonna do. Because I'm pretty sure it's gonna do an attack that's gonna kill me. So let's switch out, and then we can run back to the Pokemon Center and heal. Oh, it's Wrap. That doesn't do much. The sound design in this game is also really good. Like when you get poisoned in this game, like, I don't know if it's like a Pavlovian response or just some kind of like lingering thing or whatever, but like, the sound of you getting poisoned is what I think of whenever I get like a stomach ache, because it just sounds so like, it just sounds like something, just everything is wrong, honestly. I don't believe it. Believe it, asshole. I took your fucking allowance. Goodbye. Oh my god, you run so fast. It's such a breath of fresh air. Compared to walking all that time, it sucked. But no running in the Pokemon Center because... Is it polite to run it indoors? Yeah, who cares? Whatever. Alright. A bug catcher. You know what? We're gonna be fighting a lot of rock types in Mount Moon. I kind of want to get Chris to Charmeleon level just so that we're ready for that. Back, going to Ethan, start my own stream. Oh, awesome! Maybe I'll, if you're on, maybe I'll raid into you. You're planning on playing Zelda, right? Like Link to the Past? Am I following you on Twitch? I actually don't remember. Hold on, let me see if I am. I'm not. I should have been. Everyone go follow Leary right now. Go follow Leary. She's cool. Alright. How do I close this? Oh. There we go. Go follow Leary. She's a fun person and she's cool. And she has mom energy and she's sweet and helpful. And she likes Zelda, which is a buff, because I also like Zelda. Thank you, Chase. Okay, we are now at Charmeleon level, but I'm still gonna roast the fuck out of this bug-catching kid, because we can. Unfortunately, Chris does not learn Flame Wheel, so we're kind of stuck with Ember for a while. Which is unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, no problem, dude. What crisp is evolving? What could it be evolving into? An angsty teenager! Yay! Charmeleon was such a fucking asshole. Didn't do anything in the show. It sucked. It just stood there and existed. Piece of shit. The crisp evolves into birds. So what's Charizard? Like, what happens with that? Alright, let's go heal. Wish we had some berries that I could give, but we don't, so. Burn evolves into vaporized. Nice. Alright, fair enough. Just a jerk in the show. Seriously. Incinerated. Paris episode Charmeleon orders to be done with Paris, decides to be not that. Oh yeah, when it just was like, yeah, go a little easy on Paris, alright? And then it just like vomits fire on it. And it's like, wow, you're so cool. Wow, Charmeleon, you took out a Paris. You're such a big, strong dude. Alright, we'll get 5 per repels, because repels are overinflated in this universe. Overinflated fucking price gouging piece of shit. Okay. We're gonna go this way. And then we're gonna fight you. That look you gave me is so intriguing. Why are all the girls like, you looked at me? And it's like, okay. I'm looking everywhere. My eyes happen to glaze over you as well. What does it matter? I looked at you. Whatever. Thunderwave. To be fair, Ash, why would you tell your fire type to be gentle to Paris? I mean, Pikachu did fight that Paris, but even with its tiniest little electric shock, it still fell flat on its face and died. Which is not surprising in the slightest, because it's fucking Paris. Critical hit. Oh, that would have been helpful earlier. Thanks, pal. I think we're definitely just going to be ending up taking hits anyway, so might as well just... Oh, Nidoran! We haven't seen this one yet. So go for the more lethal option. Should have used Bulbasaur. Yeah, Bulbasaur didn't know any poison moves, so it would have been, like, somewhat of a decent fight. It would have been somewhat fair. You remember when Ash threw out Charizard against that baseball girl? Whatever, I think her name was Casey or something like that. And, like, she threw out all three of her guys, none of them did anything. And Charizard just, like, stomped on Chikorita and just blew fire at it and it died. Bulbasaur still got one shot, yeah. Well, I mean, it's a Paris, you know. It got what was coming to it. I gotta go heal again. Paris has and always will be terrible. It would need another evolution to be usable, and it would need a, like, big jump in evolution. But I think they're too scared to do that because it has Spore, and it gets Spore early. That's the only thing it has going for it. Everything else about it is terrible. Leavanny literally outclasses it in every single other way, other than not being able to have Spore. Which is sad. Early Johto Ash making his kind of Sotos one-tap the trainers like a power-hungry menace. I mean, to be fair, like, he kept his Pikachu all this time, and his Pikachu was like a roided monster. Breloom just being Paris, but silly. Breloom is grass fighting, I believe. Oh, you mean because they're mushroom Pokemon, I see. Oh, Breloom's just better. Actually, Breloom, I heard, got, like... Breloom didn't get banned, but it was the reason that Spore got banned in competitive play. And Spore too. Yeah, but that wasn't unless you held off on evolving it as a Shroomish for, like, 47 levels. And it's like, no one's gonna do that. That's stupid. Like, that's lame. It sucks. No one wants that shit. Okay. Well, you're going down. See ya. Bye. Done like dinner indeed, absolutely. Joke one is stronger than the wild one. I should be talking to these guys. I forgot that they all have, like, alternative text. I also forgot that the girls have red text and the boys have blue text. For some reason. I don't know why. Oh! Ferret, thank you so much for the 27 months. Holy crap, that's a long time. Eek, did you touch me? No? I talked to you. Thank you so much for the 27 months. I appreciate you. Thank you for popping in. Welcome. Jigglypuff pre-being a fairy. The good old days. Because gender, I guess. Is red associated with being a girl? Oh. Oh, you're really gonna do this to me? You're really gonna do this to me, huh? Really? We just gotta mash Thunderbolt and hope that we get out of it? Oh, good. Yay. Content! Yay! Fuck this. Fuck this. Oh boy. You disable Thunder Shock. Asshole. Fine, I'll paralyze you, and then I'll switch over to Charmander, Charmeleon, see how that goes. This thing has hit 2 Sings at almost 50% accuracy. Fuck off. I wish Wigglytuff was better, not just Diaclefable. At least Screentail is fun to use. Yeah, Screentail is awesome. Like, I looked at its stats compared to Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff, and I'm like, what were they thinking? This thing's a monster! Like, it's not only is it huge, but it's a monster! Like, what happened to it? Alright, die. Goodbye. See ya. Claire defeated Robin! Easy shit. Alright, let's go heal. I love Screamtail, it's my baby, it's my favorite Paradox. My favorite Paradox mon is probably... I love Roaring Moon, honestly. Roaring Moon is awesome. Okay, here we go. I think there's a hidden item right here. There it is. Person Berry. I believe that breaks confusion, if I'm not mistaken. I know there's a bunch of hidden items inside of Mount Moon, too, but Byron's not here, so we're just gonna have to do what we can. I can always get them off stream if I need to. It's no big deal. Alright, let's heal, and then we're going to talk to this asshole over on the left, because he is the one that gives you a Magikarp. I can't hate Iron Jugulus. It's such an objective downgrade, but I love it. Which one's Iron Jugulus again? Hello there, laddie. Have I just got the deal for you? Look at the secret Pokemon Magikarp. It's $500. Sure. Paid an outrageous $500 for Magikarp. You want to name it? Yeah. I'll name it. Your name is fucking bait. Because that's all you are. You're just gonna be fodder for me to throw out. Alright, 6 Pokeballs in my belt. That'll do it. Most of you can have 6 Pokemon with you. Team Rocket attacks Cerulean citizens. Not a day goes by without Team Rocket being in the news. It's a newspaper. Are you gonna read it? No? Alright. Do I need to dump anything off? Did I catch anything? I don't think I did. Let me check just to make sure. I don't think I... No. Alright. Well, just for the shits of it, let's look and see what nature bait is. Modest. Special attack in nature. When Gyarados is purely physical. Predictable. How amazing. Alright, I'm gonna go down to the bottom. We're gonna catch a couple things. Actually, you know what? I can do that off stream. Let's go and, I'm gonna go and get, we'll go through Mount Moon. And then we'll call it stream once we get through it. I'm not gonna put up Repel just yet, because I do want to, oh, Bullet Seed. Neat. I do want to, like, catch things in here. Alright, we got Zubat, Jolt should be able to take care of it. We can also catch Pokemon a lot easier because we have Thunder Wave, which is awesome. Okay, so inside of Mount Moon, the only Pokemon that we can get for the sake of our run is Clefairy, and that's basically it. So that's the only one we can keep on us for, like, fodder and stuff like that. So that's, like, the least viable for this run. Yep. Alright, are you gonna die to Quick Attack? Oh! Never mind. Also, good thing this is pre-Gen 6 when they made Leech Life into an actually decent move. Okay, here we go. Pokeball, go! In you go. Zubat was caught! Yippee! Okay. It has no eyes. You could have just ended the Pokemon statement there, honestly. I know there's hidden items in here, but I have no idea where they are. Paralyze Heal. That could come in handy. Do we get Clefairy now? I think Clefairy is actually on, like, a specific floor of Mount Moon, but I don't know where. I just wrote Mount Moon. I didn't actually write where it actually is. Oops. Oh, on Route 4, we could actually catch a Mankey, because that is actually 5% or less. If we really wanted to. I'm not gonna, because... I mean, I'm gonna get it, but, like, I have no intention of actually using it, but we could use it if we wanted to, so that's something. Alright, well... Gonna have to switch out. You know what? Get him, Zubat! Get him, Bait! We don't need to take needless damage. We have Zubat for that. Oh wait, actually I forgot I'm not supposed to do that. Go! Actual Bait! He didn't attack, so it didn't even matter anyway. Its attack missed. Let's throw a ball at it and see what happens. Maybe we'll get lucky. I don't know. Nope, we gotta hit it. Are you gonna attack us or not? Oh boy. Is he just not gonna attack us? Alright, fine, fuck you then. Whatever, I don't care. Alright, we'll use Ember on it just so that it doesn't kill it. Alright, there we go. And then we'll throw a ball. Gotcha. Alright, 1, 2, 3, done. Easy shit, no problem. Okay, nickname? No. Moving on. Oh, we didn't fight this dude yet. Since this men are in the cave, what about you? Well, I'm a suspicious boy, so I have no reason to be here. Or for you to question me, so go away. I guess it'd be for the inverse route of my use Pokemon that are so plentiful no one is using them. Men in cave where? Jesus. Alright. Thundershock. Get him. I can't wait till we get fucking Shockwave. But we won't get that for a while. Like, we gotta be Surge to get that TM, and we unfortunately do not have the ability to go after him yet. But Thundershock does a decent job for the time being. Thundershock! Harden! Not until Lieutenant Surge is beaten. Yeah. I love Surge in the anime. He was such a fucking dork. It was like, yeah, I'm Lieutenant Third! There, you Thunderbolt! Whatever. Double team. Yes, we want that. Absolutely. And fuck Growl, it's useless. That's nice. If we get into a bad start, you know, we can at least evasion spam if we need to. Alright, we won! Yeah, he was huge. He was like twice Brock's size, and Brock was like decently tall. Alright. I need to go heal real quick. Alright, you're useless. Goodbye. The music in Mount Moon is so, like, it's so mystical. It's so, like, alluring. I don't know how to describe it. Like, it just seems like something's, like, mysterious, but also wrong inside of Mount Moon. I can't really explain it. Do one of these have an item? I actually don't know. Nope. Okay. Okay. What? I wanted my friends to find me here. I mean, I guess it makes sense to wait by the entrance, but, like, if they haven't found you yet, you'd better off just waiting outside, kiddo. Oh, there's a Clefairy. We can't catch it, but there it is. Let's put a Thunder Wave on it, because we're definitely not going to knock out Clefairy in one shot. Nice. Okay, we skipped its turn. We're going to start spamming Thundershock, and hopefully that'll be enough to kill it. Thankfully, Mount Moon is not that big, so we shouldn't be able to have to spend too much trouble in here. I think the Game Corner music's so bad. Game Corner music is really good, for sure. Thundershock. Oh, God fucking damn it. We have no medicine for sleep yet, so we just kind of have to deal with it. Oh boy, and the double slaps that take 8 years to go through. Whoopee. Wake up! What was my favorite Stadium 1 and 2 minigames? I actually never played Stadium 1 and 2. I played some of the minigames, though. I did enjoy, what's it? I like Hitmontop 1, and Magikarp Jump was kind of fun. Have fun, alright, Lirio, catch you later. Have fun. I lost? Yeah. Going back to heal because we have like 3 things. Well, I'm just checking something really quickly. Oh right, the fucking the memorization minigame. That got intense after a while. Oh, fuck off. Oh, look, fodder. Die. Okay. I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. I have no idea where Chansey is on Mount Moon. If anyone wants to look that up for me, I would appreciate it, because I don't know, like, if it's on this floor, if it's on a different floor, I have no idea. I know Paris is on the bottom floor, I know that. I know he doesn't show up here. And I do need to catch him. Otherwise I can't use cut, and I'll be stuck here forever. Oh, hey, asshole. What? Don't sneak up on me. You looked at me and approached me, dumbass. I don't want to hear it. Oh, boy. Magnemite. It's fine, we can fry him. I forgot these maniacs have, like, rarer Pokemon. Alright, see ya. Thankfully, Sturdy doesn't exist in... I mean, it does, but it doesn't do anything. Oh, look at that. He has a Voltorb. Anyway. This thing is static, too, so it's good not to physically hit it. Okay. Not too shabby. As level 17. I want to get my guys to at least level 20 before we fight the next gym leader. Because her top Pokemon is level 20, and it's a pretty brutal one, I'm not gonna lie. I used to have like 4 Pokemon before I'd fight her, and I grinded them all level 20. I had so much more patience back then. Hilariously. I think we're just running into... I think I'm gonna get my guys level 16, or get Jolt to 16 at least, and then just stop killing, because that's not really gonna help. Ooh, rare candy. Oh, right, I forgot we have limited backpack space in this game, because fucking Oh, I was wrong! There is a Paris up here, there it is! Okay. Never mind. Okay, let's hit it with a Thunder Shock. Okay, I just looked it up. Clefairy is in basement 2 with the in the fossil room. I know where that is, so we can just go and do that. Alright, now we're gonna catch you, now we're gonna use you as an HM slave, because that's what you're good for. Get in the ball. 1, 2, 3, easy. Paris just wants more easy on the lower floor? Ah, I see. Okay. Alright, what's your name? Alright, I got it. Your name is... Toolbox. Yay! Okay. Got an escape rope, that'll be helpful if we need to. Cut strength, flash, and no rock smash. Good. Fuck rock smash. I hate having to deal with that bullshit. Okay. Yeah, when we get level 16, I'll put a rappel down. That should make it easier to traverse through this place. Oh yeah, man, apparently the dog didn't want to walk long. I can't blame him, it's cold out. We're in Mount Moon now. We've got a Magikarp that we bought from the dude, and we caught a Paris as an HM slave, so there's that. And we're gonna put up a rappel. I know where Clefairy is. She's in basement 2, like in the room with the fossils. So I'm gonna get through this, and then we're gonna call it a stream. If I can watch what I missed another time. Yeah, no problem. Actually, I should probably put rappel at the top, because I'm gonna be using it the most. Alright, what do you do? We're saving for fossils here under Mount Moon. It's only Brock Computer City. Lend me a hand. Awesome. Waste of time. Cool. I'll fight you. Oh, it's way bigger in here than I thought. Yeah, it's not too big, but it is a little easy to get lost in this place. Oddish! Fuck. Oh, actually, I might have to end off a little earlier than I thought. Because my dinner just got here, and I can't, like, just stop and go and get it. Why did I stay in? I should have swapped out. I'm stupid. Yeah, we'll wrap up here, because actually some guys in the other, in the few routes back that I could have caught for the decks, but I didn't, and I'll just do that off screen too. Then we'll come back to Mount Moon afterwards. But yeah, let me just beat this trainer, and then we'll go and, we'll raid into somebody. Dinner, I'm having shrimp fried rice, and I got a Coke with it as well, because Graham's not feeling super well, and she wanted a Coke, and I got her one, so there's that. Alright, you know what our raid message is gonna be? It's gonna be just hashtag egg. I haven't Chinese in so long. We should go get Chinese from a restaurant sometime, Bar. We should go to like a sit down place, like an actual like place you can sit down and get Chinese. That'd be cool. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it as always. Hopefully streams from here will be more frequent than before. I'm gonna be aiming for weekends now, but if I do any other impromptu streams, I will. Okay. So, we're gonna go raid into, she had a very long username, so we're gonna go and try to find one of her last comments, so we can just go and do that. Alright, where's the... hold on. Maybe 1 second. I have to get another mouse for this keyboard because I don't have one. Oh, I think my right click is dead. on this keyboard. Oh no. Okay, here we go. Okay, that should do it, right? There we go. Okay, we're gonna raid into Seraphina. She just started streaming, so I'm gonna go and give her some support. We're gonna go and yell egg in her chat room because that is exactly what she'd want for us to do. So we're gonna do it. Alright, thank you again for coming. I'll see you guys next time for whenever I play FireRed or Mario Galaxy 2, whatever I'm feeling like. Or Kirby, or whatever it is. Have a good day. And if you're in a colder part of the planet, keep warm. I'll catch you guys later. See you guys. Bye.